Mustard Knuckle.
Hello everybody, Mustard Knuckle back again. We're heading out in the Panzer IV F2. I love this thing. This is another one of my favorites. I wish I could just play the favorites all the time, because then it would be fun all the time. I mean, it's fun, right? But anyway, let's see here. We'll get into the gameplay, the history, tips, thoughts, anything that maybe what I think might help you. I don't know if it will or not, but I would think that. How did that? Interesting. It's even got a target on it. Things that might help you. Hopefully they will. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll go into the history first. This Panzer, we all know, Panzer, big deal. There we go, finally. This was a major tank for the Germans. Let's see what this guy's up to. We got cover on our right with the rock. The only thing I'm concerned about is whether they're going to come up behind me from C. Alright, let's see. Not much. They're hiding back in there. I'm going to have to move at some point. This is like wide open from where they are to just shoot right in the front here. This thing is susceptible from the front. Well, that big hatch up there, if you can hit that, that a lot of times goes down into the crew compartment, into the turret and the crew compartment. That'll end the game for you pretty quick. And then it's got the vertical piece, just like the Tiger. Doggone it. Just like the Tiger, it's got a vertical piece right in the front of the hull. It's a pretty easy spot to get hit right there. That's a pretty easy spot to get hit also. So keep those in mind. The plus side is it's a 90-degree angle on the edges, so unlike some of them that have the angled sides, when you angle your the front of the tank, there's nothing exposed. You got a pretty good thickness that you can develop there by angling the tank a little bit. Whereas like on an M6 or a Cheeto, they have the angled pieces. If you take a look at one of those, you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, nice, sweet. Okay, we need to move again though. I'm not very happy with this spot. Anyway, so the Panzer, they started working on this thing way back in the late 30s. Started with the Panzer, 1, 2, 3, 4. Initially was going to be an infantry support. Ooh, I was lucky. Infantry support early on, but then it was, then it was discovered that because the Panzer III was going to be the one that was going to be their anti-tank. This should be good. There we go. Panzer III was going to be the anti-tank, but then as the T-34 came along more and more, it was discovered, like, they needed this gun out there against the T-34, so they reversed roles. This went into the tank, anti-tank role, the Panzer III went into the infantry support. And that's after they got these bigger, better guns on them. This long-barreled 75 millimeter. This was a serious gun. Now the problem with it was too big to fit in that existing turret, so they had to build a whole new brake system for it and all this other stuff to make it fit, because that turret's not big enough. See how they built the back on there? I'm pretty sure, I mean, that might be some kind of storage or something, but I think the cannon took up so much space in there that whatever was there had to be pushed back, so that had to be like moved into that area to create a place to put everything or fit everything. And I think that was because the size of the cannon took up the remaining space. So this gun became the main gun to go fight tanks with. Germany built about 10,000 of these things. They were built again by Krupp, which we've talked about that before, how that's a company that still exists today. It's been around for probably getting close to 200 years. That company's been around. This thing had a V12 engine, pretty strong, got more powerful toward the end, 300 horsepower, which was pretty big back then. And most likely, as usual, a lot of torque with those big engines back then to get these tanks to move. Nothing special on the suspension. This was a leaf spring suspension So not torsion bar like the Panthers later on and stuff like that. So pretty basic stuff. But as they started adding more parts and pieces to it, they added a cover to the mantlet here, like a shield or more armor. Get this guy. There we go. Added a shield to the front of it, which added weight. The gun itself added weight, and so the chassis couldn't really hold it anymore. It ended up putting a lot of pressure on the front, so then that had to be addressed. So it's pretty... I really enjoy looking at the history of these things, because so much stuff that happens during wars, you know, you think you have equipment before the war that's capable, and then you find out, well, not really. And then, okay, what do we have? How can we develop what we have into something? And then you make a development, and then, well, that's not going to work because now there's too much weight on the front axles to this thing. It can't hold up the weight, so now we have to upgrade the weight. Now, then what problems are caused further by that? And that's what I really find to be amazing about this. This is the F2 version, and it was kind of a version that came out of necessity. You know, like we talked about, when the T-34, KV-1, when those started showing up, the Panzer III couldn't handle that, so that's when they reversed that. This gun, they actually changed the name of it specifically for this setup. Let's see. Oh, too late. They changed the name of it for this setup because they shortened it, so it wasn't really still the original version of the 75mm gun. So that was swapped. Here we go. Nice. Oh, that was probably pretty lucky right there, honestly. Alright, let's see here. Alright, still looks good. Nobody's coming up here. We got... It's no problem. I'm not worried about the points yet because I'm just clearing these guys out. If I keep clearing these guys out, then we should be in good shape, because they can't keep coming with good stuff. They're gonna run out of their good stuff. You know how it is when you're playing the game. You get some stuff in there you might not really want to use. So if I keep working, it should open it up for the team to get up here and do something. Whatever happens, we'll look at the mustard method at the end and see about the whole 0s and 1 kill guys, see which team wins. It's a cool little window right there. I like it. Back and forth. Let's find this guy. Boom. Sweet. Hey, there's one of our buddies. That was the short barrel version. Now, interesting also, that was a Panzer chassis, I think. I got a quick glimpse of it, but it looked like it. This chassis was used for everything, and it changed over time, like with the amount of wheels down there. Not the drive wheels, but just the road wheels, I guess is what they're called. Those smaller ones, that changed over time. Those were added in. They also added the coaxial gun. Oh, doggone it. And see, that big... That kind of demonstrates how interesting. That should have been an easy kill. It demonstrates the weight. You saw how far down the barrel went. 14 kills. Holy cow. I killed their whole team almost once through. When I went to stop, the barrel dropped down a ton. And then by the time it recoiled and came back up to where I could fire, that guy got me. He got my gunner and driver, which is, I mean, that's it. If you can get that, I'm stuck for a minute. And that was it. Good move on his part. Alright, we'll head back in this thing. Little Panzer III action with the extra, what is this, an M? It's got the 50mm and the extra protection around the sides. Let's see. We'll head on in here, see what's going on. Okay, we're getting C.
We no longer have the advantage.
Okay. I think we still got a good shot here. There's a lot of their team that's been taken out. I mean, like I said, we know I took out one of them. Alright, let's watch out for this guy. Oh, jeez. He's... Oh, boy. Okay. Alright, well, on to vehicle number 3. See, this is getting into the stuff I don't want to use. I really don't like using casemates. They're a pain. And now I'm all the way back out here at the spawn. This is why I try so hard during the game not to get killed, because I'm starting all the way back here again. I got to come all the way in. Meanwhile, who knows what's going on with my team. We're kind of in trouble now. That's too bad. Yeah, this isn't gonna happen, I don't think. After all that, and see, it's kind of funny because that. Oh, they got 2 fighters on me. Throw this out and see if I can get it anywhere. Right there. You know, like one player, me. You know, you get all these kills and stuff, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, cool, that bomb got him. Doesn't matter. Because we didn't win. So, I can get all the kills I want. Unfortunately, I mean, 15 kills, first place on the team, whatever. But if we have more 0s and 1s on our team than the other team does, we're in trouble. So let's see why we lost. And I bet you we have more 0 and 1 kill guys on our team than they do. So let's take a look. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 guys on our team got 0 or 1 kills, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. So we had 12. 2/3 of the team got either 0 or 1 kill, and they were 8, right? Yeah. That tells the story. Anyway, well, hope you enjoyed the video. That was a fun game. Lots of killing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck, have fun. We'll see you in the next one.